This is JordangeVision. Pull up a seat and kick up your feet. Welcome, guys. How are we doing? Thank you for joining me for another movie reaction. And for this one, we are going all the way back to 1967 and watching the Dustin Hoffman classic, The Graduate. So basically what I know about this movie, Dustin Hoffman plays someone who's recently graduated from college and meets an older woman who I believe is his father's, the wife of his father's business partner or something like that. The woman is played by Anne Bancroft, has an affair with her and later falls in love with her daughter, played by Catherine Ross. So a little bit of a love triangle story there. Other than that, I'm pretty blind on the story. I do know there's a pretty famous line, Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, Mrs. Robinson being Anne Bancroft's character. Years later, when Dustin Hoffman guested on The Simpsons as Lisa's substitute teacher, he kind of parodied that scene with Mrs. Krabappel, even going as far as saying the line, Mrs. Krabappel, you're trying to seduce me. So that much I remember. I believe there's a pretty famous wedding scene as well. But other than that, I'm going into this movie pretty blind, so I'm interested to see what the fuss is about and what made this movie so great. The Graduate was nominated for 7 Oscars. It won 1. The director, Mike Nichols, won for Best Director. It was also a Best Picture nominee. Dustin Hoffman was nominated for Best Actor, Anne Bancroft for Best Actress, and Catherine Ross for Best Supporting Actress. Best Adapted Screenplay. Screenplay was written by Buck Henry and Calder Willingham for cinematography as well. So that's how it did. What was the Best Picture that year? In the Heat of the Night was the Best Picture for 1967. So Graduate did pretty well, though, getting nominated for 7. So yeah, there's not much else I know about the movie and not much else to say off the top here. So let's just get right into it. Let's watch The Graduate. Here we go. Before I get started, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and don't forget, reacting to art is sharing art. Channels like these benefit everyone from the viewers all the way up to the original creators themselves. Also, minor spoilers are likely, so if you haven't seen this movie yet and would like to, please feel free to click off and take care of that first. I'll be here when you get back, but for those of you who are sticking with me, pull up a seat, kick up your feet, and let's watch The Graduate. Here we go. Must be an old studio, never heard of that one. Embassy Pictures.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to begin our descent into Los Angeles.
Okay, so he's on the plane going home.
It's clear. Temperature 72. We expect to make
72, that seems cold for Los Angeles. Is it January?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, got some Simon and Garfunkel up the top here. Not Mrs. Robinson, though. William Daniels, he played Mr. Feeney on Boy Meets World. So we get a younger version of him, too. Probably best I don't talk too much during the song. Not much to talk about right now, anyway. Okay. Getting a little repetitive. It's just been him on this shot for a couple of minutes. I guess they want us to listen to the song. You got the right one? I mean, if he doesn't, that's a whole other movie.
Hey, what's the matter?
Jet lag.
Dad, could you explain to them that I have to be alone for a while?
These are all our good friends, Ben. Most of them have known you since...
He's an introvert. Don't shame him.
Worried?
Well,
About what?
I guess about my future.
He did graduate. It's just a big change.
The Carlsons are here.
They are? Well, come
They
on.
came all the way from Tarzana.
All right.
Hey, there's the award-winning scholar.
We're all very proud of you, Ben.
It's got to be overwhelming.
That's Ben's graduation.
Well, you won't have much trouble picking him up in that, will you?
Sir?
Yeah. Hey. These kind of people. You have a girlfriend yet?
Hey, here's the track star. How are you, track star?
That's fine, Mr. Loom.
He's a track star and a scholar? This dude has a life.
So proud of you.
Proud.
What are you going to do now?
I was going to go upstairs for a minute.
He was just upstairs a minute ago. He's already overwhelmed by the crowd.
Mr. McGuire.
Come with me for a minute.
Oh no. You can see the lipstick on his cheek. Well,
I just want to say one word to you. Just
at least he's away from the crowd.
plastics.
Is he offering him a job?
How do you mean?
There's a great future in plastics. Think about it.
Everyone uses plastic, I guess.
Enough said. That's a deal.
You're hired and you don't have a choice.
I've got Ben's college yearbook here, and I just want to read you some of the wonderful things about Ben. Be quiet, please.
Why not show baby pictures while you're at it?
The cross-country team, head of the debating club, associate editor of the college.
He wants none of this.
Junior year, managing editor in his senior.
I feel you, buddy. I'm an introvert too.
Oh, I guess this isn't the bathroom, is it?
It's, down the hall.
It is if you want it to be.
Fine, thank you, Mrs. Robinson.
Oh, this is Mrs. Robinson.
Down at the end of the hall.
Such a pleasant room.
Mrs.
Mind if I
Robinson,
smoke in here?
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm awfully...
Is there an ashtray in here?
No.
Oh, yes, I forgot the track star doesn't smoke.
Just do it on the couch then. Jeez. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Benjamin.
Oh, she's not done.
I want to ask, will you take me home?
What?
My husband
Oh.
took the car. Will you drive me home?
Oh, she's trying to get the Hoff.
Work a foreign shift? You don't?
No.
Yeah, he's got to do it. At least he gets to leave his own party, right? Whoa, look out. Give her another shot. She might kill a fish. Oh. Waiting to be let out.
Will you come in, please?
Yep.
I'd like you to come in till I get the lights on.
What for?
I was just about to say, I bet she's going to invite him in.
Would you mind walking ahead of me to the sun porch? I feel funny about coming into a dark house.
But it's light in there.
Please.
These are such weird excuses, man. You know what she's really doing.
Look, Mrs. Robinson, I drove you home. I was glad to do it, but I have some things on my mind. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
All right.
Not interested. Oh,
Drink.
jeez. Can't drive home if he's drunk.
Sorry. Please wait till my husband gets home.
When is he coming back?
I don't know.
Next week?
No. Are you always this much afraid of being alone?
Yes.
Well, why can't you just lock the doors and go to bed?
Sounds logical, right?
What do you think of me?
What do you mean?
You've known me nearly all your life. You must have formed some opinion of me.
You're an older woman who's kidnapping me.
Did you know I was an alcoholic?
I mean, you still have a bar. Is it was or is?
Look, I think I should be going.
Sit down, Benjamin.
Mrs. Robinson, if you don't mind my saying so, this conversation is getting a little strange.
You're just noticing that now?
Mrs. Robinson, you didn't expect...
What?
Oh,
I
jeez.
didn't really think I'd do something like that.
Like what?
What do you think?
Just come out and say it,
I
buddy.
don't know.
Here we are. You got me into your house. You give me a drink. You put on music. Now you start opening up your personal life to me and tell me your husband won't be home for hours.
So?
Mrs. Robinson, you're
Yep.
trying to seduce me.
Yep, there it is.
Well, no, I hadn't thought of it. I feel very flattered.
Mrs. Robinson, will you forgive me for what I just said?
It's all right.
It's not all right. It's the worst thing
It's
I've
not
ever
wrong, though.
It's all right. Finish your drink.
Mrs. Robinson, it makes me sick that I said that to you.
We'll forget it right now.
Aw, he's victim blaming himself now.
What's wrong with me?
Have you ever seen Elaine's portrait?
Her portrait?
Something harmless and non-sexual, I guess.
I don't remember hers having brown eyes.
Benjamin,
Yes.
will you come over here a minute?
Over there?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I'll just stay on my side of the bed.
Will you unzip my dress?
Oh,
I
gee.
think I'll go to bed.
Oh, well, good night.
Won't you unzip my dress?
I'd rather not, Mrs. Robinson.
Yeah, he ain't doing that.
Benjamin, you've known me all your life.
I know that, but I'm just...
Come on, it's hard for me to reach.
Can't be that hard. You put it on.
Haven't you ever seen anybody in a slip before?
Yes, I have, but I just... Look, what if Mr. Robinson walked in right now?
What if he did?
He's gone for hours, right?
Just again, twice as old as you are. How could anyone think that?
But they would, don't you see?
Benjamin, I am not trying to seduce you.
I know that, but please, Mrs.
Yeah,
Robinson.
you are. You are.
Like me to seduce you?
Oh, jeez.
Is that what you're trying to tell me?
She's twisting it around now.
Will you bring up my purse before you go?
I have to go now, I'm sorry.
I really don't want to put this on again. Won't you bring it up? In the hall?
You'll be alone in the house. You can do whatever you want.
Could you bring it up?
Well, I'll hand it to you.
Just throw it up.
I'm getting pretty tired of all the suspicion. Now, if you won't do me a simple favor, I don't know what.
Mrs. Robinson's a gaslighter, isn't she?
I'm putting it here by the door.
Would you bring it in to me?
I'd rather not.
All right. Put it in Elaine's room where we were.
Just on top of the bed and then hustle on out of there. Oh, she's naked. She's naked.
Oh, God. Oh, let me out.
Don't be nervous.
Oh, man. Tan lines and all.
Oh, my Christ.
If you won't sleep with me this time, I want you to know that you can call me up anytime you want and we'll make some kind of an arrangement. Did you understand what I said?
Yeah.
Let me out.
Benjamin, did you understand what I said?
Yes, let me out.
Whose tires are those?
Oh, Jesus, that's him.
Yep, he's there. He's there. He's got to escape out the back door now or something. Can't forget the booze.
Is that Ben's car in front?
Yeah, he knows. He knows.
She wanted me to drive her home, so I drove her home.
Yep, she got home safe. Bye. And she totally undressed for you.
You look a little shaken up.
Oh, no.
No.
I'm just a little worried about my future. I'm a little upset about my future.
He's a little upset about his now.
Ben,
Oh. He won't be able to drive now.
20. I'll be 21 next week.
I wish I was 20 again.
I wish I was that age again.
Dude says the same thing. If he was that age again, maybe his wife would be attracted to him instead of, Dusty over here.
How long have you and I known each other? How long have your dad and I been partners?
Quite a while.
You don't remember? You're asking him?
I watched you grow up, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
My own
He was just a few minutes away from really growing up.
So I hope you won't mind my giving you a friendly piece of advice.
I'd like to hear it.
She might be mad upstairs.
I was just telling
Ben.
here.
Forget his name already?
A few wild oats. Have a good time while you can. You think that's sound advice?
Yes, I do.
You have no idea how close he just came to that.
I bet you're quite a ladies' man, huh?
Oh, no.
More than you know. More than you know.
You look to me like the kind of guy who has to fight them off.
Again, more than you know.
Elaine gets down from Berkeley on Saturday.
Oh, yes.
I want you to give her a call.
Oh. Setting him up with a daughter now. Okay.
Hey, over there. Yes, I mean you. Your attention, please.
Oh. By the pool.
Ready? Now, I'm going to ask for a big round of applause to bring this boy out here. All right?
They seem like stage parents. Like,
I'd like to discuss this.
This boy, this young man, is soon to continue his education as a Frank Halpingham Award scholar.
okay.
But before he does...
So going for a master's, I guess?
You're disappointing them, Ben. Disappointing them.
Dad, can you...
Disappointing you.
He is going to give us a practical demonstration of what I feel safe in saying is a pretty exciting birthday present. And it better work, or I'm out over $200.
Okay.
Now for Benjamin Braddock!
What? Scuba gear?
Now, folks, this remarkable young man is going to perform for you.
Looks like he's gonna spear a whale. This is like Darth Vader before Darth Vader. If I was 21 and my dad was like, dress up in this shit for everyone's entertainment. Like, what's he even gonna do? It's just an empty pool. Like, it looks like he's just swimming around in a scuba suit. No. Trying to come back up and you're pushing me back down. Like, what if he can't breathe? Don't do that. I feel for this guy already. It's just, he just wants to be, and it's like his parents parade him around like a performing monkey.
Look, I was thinking about that time after the party.
Where are you?
Okay.
And I was wondering if I could buy you a drink or something.
Oh.
Where are you?
Now he wants to buy her a drink?
Now, I know it's pretty late, and if you'd rather...
Give me an hour.
What?
Yeah, she's all over that. He's sowing a few wild oats, I guess.
It's in the main bowl.
Okay, so there is a party going on.
Can I help you, sir?
What? Oh, no. I'm just...
Are you here for an affair, sir?
Maybe?
The Singleman party, sir?
Oh, yes. The Singleman party.
It's in the main ballroom.
Ah.
The other kind of affair. Okay. Just made him do a double take there. Okay.
Get your name, sir. Benjamin Braddock, sir, but I'm
Braddock. Braddock?
Yes, but I'm afraid.
Oh, no. I'll find your table in just a moment. Braddock. Not Braniff. We have a Braniff.
My name could be Braniff if you want.
I'm not with your party. I'm sorry. Hey, I don't get it.
Oh, I've enjoyed meeting you, Mr. Brown.
They're so disappointed that the young guy wasn't for them. Yeah. You sit down at the table by yourself and you're invisible to all the waiters.
Hello, Benjamin.
Oh, hello.
She's here.
May I have a drink?
A drink, of course.
If you can flag down a waiter.
He didn't see me.
Waiter. I will have a martini.
Saw her.
Did you get us a room?
What?
Have you gotten us a room yet?
I haven't, no.
Do you want to?
Well, I don't. I mean, I could. Or we could just talk.
Nah, she wants the room.
Do you want to get it now?
Now.
Yes.
Well,
If you don't want your drink.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
A room. I'd like a room, please.
Single room or a double room?
A single, just for myself, please.
You sign the register, please?
Oh, it'll make the bed all cozy at least.
Of course. I'll have a porter show you the room.
Oh, well, actually, I just as soon find it myself. I just have a toothbrush to carry up and
Just does not want the attention.
Hello?
Mrs. Robinson?
Yes?
It's Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Benjamin Braddock.
Yeah, she knows that much.
I want you to know how much I appreciate this. Really.
Okay.
What?
The room number, Benjamin. I think you could tell me that.
Yeah, she'll need to know that.
It's 568.
Thank you.
I guess back then maybe either there's rules about two people in a single room, or at least there's rules about, having affairs in hotels. I mean, it was a long time ago, so I don't know.
I say I've got it.
Sir?
The toothbrush, I got it all right.
Very good, sir.
Yeah. No need to worry. The toothbrush is safe. They might think something's up. I wonder if they'll, check the room later or something. Well, at least he didn't lie about the room number. What's he so mesmerized by? It's just a hotel room. Or maybe he's just mesmerized by what he's gotten himself into. Yeah. Making sure nobody can watch. Well, he did have a toothbrush. He wasn't lying about that.
Hello, Benjamin.
Yep, she made it. Yeah. Double lock that. Oh. I thought he'd be a little nervous, but he just got right up in there.
I'll get undressed now. Is that all right?
Sure. Shall I? Shall I just stand here? I don't know what you want me to do.
Why don't you watch?
Oh, sure.
Just be a spectator right now.
Wood or wire, they have both.
Either one would be fine.
It's a hanger. Doesn't really matter. Hope she doesn't get too naked. I don't want to have to censor anything. It's more work for me, Hello. She just noticed a stain.
Mrs. Robinson, I can't do this.
Oh.
This is all terribly wrong.
Do you find me undesirable?
Oh, no, Mrs. Robinson. I think you're the most attractive of all my parents' friends. I mean that. I find you just
She was a MILF before MILFs were a thing.
They brought me up. They made a good life for me, and I think they deserve better than this. I think they deserve a little better than jumping into bed with the partner's wife.
Are you afraid of me?
Oh, no, you're missing the point. Look.
A little?
Maybe we could do something else together. Mrs. Robinson, would you like to go to a movie?
You got this far?
It is your first time.
That's a laugh, Mrs. Robinson. That's really a laugh.
Well, you can admit that, can't you?
Are you kidding?
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Wait a minute.
On your first time.
Who said it was my first time? Wait a minute.
Because you happen to be inadequate in one way.
Inadequate?
What? She's gaslighting again. Okay, that got him going. The morning after. Just chilling in the pool. I'd love to have a pool like that. Just saying. Not even drying off before we go in the house? I mean, he looks pretty dry now. The magic of movies, I guess. Oh, hello. You don't look too nervous now. Yeah, just sitting there letting it happen. Another song right after? I don't know this one as well. They almost look like an old married couple now. Dude just sitting in front of the TV and she's walking by. Those darts look like they're in the same position they were in the first scene. Might have been filmed on the same day or something. Cannonball! Whew! That was a pretty nice dive, actually. Oh, hello. That was a pretty nice dive. What? Oh, did he catch them? Oh, that was a fantasy.
Have you thought about graduate school?
No.
Would you mind telling me then what those 4 years of college were for? What was the point of all that hard work?
You got me.
Just enjoying his summer right now.
I believe that person would want to take some stock in himself and his situation and start to think about getting off his ass.
Listen to young Mr. Feeney, Ben.
Hi, Ben. What are you doing with yourself these days?
Oh, not too much.
I'm doing your wife.
Elaine's coming down from Berkeley soon. I want you to call her up this time.
I know.
Because I just think you two would hit it off real well together.
Oh.
Say hello to Mrs. Robinson, Benjamin.
He's done enough of that.
Hello, Mrs. Robinson.
Hello, Benjamin.
Wonder how Mrs. Robinson's gonna react to Ben meeting Elaine.
Well, I'm going to ask you what you do when you go off at night.
Well, it's not what he does, it's who he does.
I drive around.
What else?
Nothing else.
Well, you don't drive around from midnight until noon the next day, Benjamin.
Oh, no.
Who says he doesn't?
Do you think we could say a few words to each other first this time?
I don't think we have much to say to each other.
It's all about the physicality to Mrs. Robinson.
But do you think we could liven it up with a little conversation for a change?
Well, what do you want
Yeah.
to talk about?
Anything. Anything at all.
Do you want to tell me about some of your college experiences?
Oh, my God.
That doesn't help with the horny.
How about art?
Art? That's a good subject. You started off.
You started off. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, man.
Tell me what you did today.
Oh.
I got up.
Oh.
I fixed breakfast for my husband.
There. There's something we could have a conversation about. Your husband.
Oh. That'll spoil the mood.
What do you say to him when you leave the house at night?
Nothing. He's asleep.
Always?
He doesn't question this once. Like, where do you go when I'm sleeping?
Why did you marry him?
See if you can guess.
Well, I can't.
Money?
Think real hard, Benjamin.
I'm thinking money.
Don't tell Elaine.
No.
Oh, no, you had to marry him because you got pregnant.
Oh, that's why. I don't know why that one didn't come to my mind.
So how did it happen?
What?
You and Mr. Robinson. I mean, do you feel like telling me what were the circumstances?
Did you seduce him too?
Benjamin, why are you asking me all these questions?
Because I'm interested, Mrs. Robinson. Now, what was your major subject at college?
I mean, a relationship can't be all sex. It's...
Art.
Yeah. She majored in art and then she knew nothing about art? Like, what is this character development here?
We'd go to his car.
Okay.
In the car you did it?
Well, I don't think we were the first.
Probably not. Cars have been around for 65 years at this time.
That's enough.
All right. All this conversation is taking away my horny.
Don't talk about Elaine.
Yeah, she doesn't want to hear about her daughter when, you know, Mr. Robinson's trying to set them up.
Well, I guess I'll have to ask her out on a date and find out what the big deal is.
Benjamin, don't you ever take that girl out. Understand that?
Yeah. She wants Ben for herself.
I'm not good enough for her to associate with, am I? I'm not good enough to even talk about her, am I?
Let's drop it.
We're not dropping it. I'm good enough for you, but I'm not good enough to associate with your daughter. That's it, isn't it?
It's a double standard, eh?
And if you think I've come here for any reason besides pure boredom, then you're all wrong. Because Mrs. Robinson, this is the sickest, most perverted thing that ever happened to me. And you do what you want, but I'm getting the hell out.
Sounds like this might be over.
That's how you feel about me, that I'm a sick and disgusting person.
Now, don't start this.
What?
Don't start acting hurt.
She did kind of pressure him into this, so yeah.
I didn't mean it. I don't think you'd be right for each other. But I would never say you weren't as good a person as she is.
You wouldn't?
He's a good enough person for you, right?
I'm sorry I said those things.
It's all right. I think I can understand why I'm disgusting to you.
She's probably not disgusting to him, but...
I like you. I wouldn't keep coming here if I didn't like you.
But if it's sickening for you?
It's not.
He was pressured, but, you know, he did eventually give in.
But you won't ever take Elaine out, will you? I want you to promise me that.
Oh, famous last words.
Then give me your word you won't.
This is going back and forth here.
For Christ's sake, I promise I'll never take out Elaine Robinson.
Not according to the synopsis I read.
Benjamin.
Let's not talk about it.
Yeah, now he doesn't want to talk.
Elaine's back from school. I think it might be a nice gesture if you asked her out.
But I promised her sexy mom I wouldn't.
I suppose she's not good enough for you, is that it?
Look,
Oh.
Robinson and I do not get along.
How do you know? You haven't seen her since high school.
Please. Lesson to parents. Your kid's relationship is not your business.
If Benjamin absolutely refuses to take her out,
I do.
then I will simply have to invite all the Robinsons over on Thursday.
Oh, that'll work. Oh. That's the what have you done look.
Your wife predicted you would say what? Patty the Valley.
Watching some old-timey TV show. What is this? Oh, it's dating game, yeah.
Come on in.
Or newlywed game.
Hey, what would you say to a short one? Scotch, still your drink?
Bourbon.
Think of something before that.
When was it ever scotch?
This was not my idea. This was my father's idea.
Benjamin, I thought I made myself...
It was both the father's idea.
Look, I have no intention of ever taking your precious daughter out again in her life, so don't get upset about it.
But I am. I'm extremely upset.
He didn't really have an intention of bringing you out either.
Well, I want you to keep your wits about you tonight. You never know what tricks Ben picked up back there in the East.
Or, you know, right here.
Are you going to graduate school?
No.
Yeah. Car engines are so loud back in these days. You can barely even hear what they're saying. If it wasn't for the subtitles, I might not even know what they're saying. Alright. What kind of place did you bring her to?
Sit down.
This might not be her cup of tea.
Benjamin, do you dislike me for some reason?
No. Why should I?
Maybe your choice of venue.
You're missing a great effect here.
I mean, it's not that impressive. Getting some Janet Jackson Super Bowl vibes here. Uh-huh. Yeah, she's upset.
Home now?
I'm sorry I took you in there.
I think I better go home. Where's the car?
I just want to tell you something.
Where is the car?
This whole idea, this date and everything, it was my parents' idea. They forced me into it.
Oh, that's very nice of you to tell.
She doesn't want to hear that.
No, what I mean is that's why I've been acting this way. I'm not like this. I hate myself like this.
Okay. Good, honest recovery here. Come on. Take her on a real date.
I've had this feeling ever since I've graduated. This kind of compulsion that I have to be rude all the time. You know what I mean?
I mean, the way people are towards him.
Hey, I wonder if I could request you to turn that down a little.
I guess not. Oh, well, that'll help a little bit. A little more of a private date.
Would you like to come in?
That's
I could make you some coffee.
I mean, I wouldn't want to wake anyone up.
not bourbon.
I was just thinking, it's still early. Maybe we could do something, go somewhere else.
Like the way you think.
I'm trying to think of where there's a place to have a drink around here.
Isn't there one at the Taft Hotel?
Oh, whoa!
Nothing.
That one got his attention.
Wondering if they have a bar now.
Oh, you know. Never been there before. In my entire life. Never took your mother here.
Good evening. Hello. How are you, sir? Good evening, Mr. Gladstone. Hello again.
Oh. Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Gladstone. How are you this evening?
Must be mistaking me for someone else. I don't know this Gladstone guy.
Mr. Gladstone, how are you?
Benjamin, what's happening?
I don't know. They must think I look like this guy Gladstone.
Hello, Mr. Braniff.
Look like Braniff, too.
Elaine, I like you. I like you so much. Do you believe that?
I hope she does. She's got a lot of reason not to believe it.
You're the first thing for so long that I liked.
Oh, don't tell her mother that.
I'm sorry. I'll take you home now.
She don't want to go home.
Benjamin, are you having an affair with someone?
Oh. If only you knew.
I'm sorry, that's not my business.
Well, kinda is.
It's just this thing that happened along with everything else. Can you understand that?
Was she married or something?
Or something.
And it's all over now?
Oh, it better be.
During the day, we'll go for a drive or something.
Okay.
You sure you really want to?
Yeah, it's great that this seems to be a real relationship, though. Like, he was doing Mrs. Robinson for sex, and with Elaine, he's got a real connection. Oh, hello.
Drive down the block.
Mrs.
Oh.
Robinson, Elaine and I have a date. We're going for a drive.
Do exactly as I say.
Getting a little bossy, woman.
You are not to see Elaine again, ever. Those are my orders. Is that clear?
Mrs. Robinson, do you think
I can make things quite unpleasant.
Sounds like a threat to me.
Keep Elaine away from you. I am prepared to tell her everything.
I mean, would that work? That's kind of your doing.
Then you better start believing me.
I just don't believe you would do that.
That would ruin her own marriage, too.
Benjamin! I'm not dressed yet.
Oh, you don't care.
That
Oh.
woman?
What?
That woman, that older woman that I told you about?
You mean that
Yes,
one?
the married woman. That wasn't just some woman.
What are you telling me?
Oh.
Benjamin, will you just tell me what this is all about?
Oh, no.
Get out! Get out! Out! Get out!
Oh.
Goodbye, Benjamin.
Oh, that shot. More Simon and Garfunkel. I mean, it sucks that he lost Elaine that way. So now what happens? It's almost like he has no life again. It'd be nice if, Ben could explain to Elaine that, her mother came onto him. It wasn't really his doing or his starting. He did eventually give in, but yeah, it's just a sucky situation, What's that say? Yeah, Elaine. Yeah. It's not the most verbose letter, but just as meaningful, right?
Well.
What's happening?
Ben says that he and Elaine are getting married.
Does Elaine know about this?
Hey, come on. We gotta call the Robinsons. We've got something to celebrate.
No, I think...
Oh, they don't want to celebrate.
You mean she doesn't
Oh.
know that you're coming up to Berkeley?
No, actually, she doesn't know about us getting married yet.
So, don't ruin the surprise?
It's a decision I've made.
Well, what makes you think she wants to marry you?
She doesn't. To be perfectly honest, she doesn't like me.
Okay, it's sounding a little more unhinged the more he talks.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
I like how they have these scenes with the music over them. It's just a big shot of him walking or swimming or whatever, and you just kind of wonder where the scene is going with this. There's a lot of that in this movie. Okay, that was kind of cool. They show him there alone, and then they show, a whole bunch of people. Oh, hello. It's just that moment of, do I go up and talk? Do I leave her alone? Oh. Who's the man? Well, she rebounded quick.
You a student? Not exactly. What's that? I said not exactly, no. What are you then?
A graduate? Didn't you see the title of the movie?
You know one of those agitators. What? One of those outside agitators? Oh, no.
Oh. Might want to agitate a relationship soon, but... Mo's books, Mo speaking. Is Alcoholic there? Oh. There was a scene like this in the Mr. Bergstrom episode too. You know, Lisa running alongside the train that was taking Mr. Bergstrom away.
Pardon me.
Oh. He made it.
Well, how about this for a coincidence?
Yeah, coincidence.
Where are you meeting this person?
At the zoo.
The zoo.
Uh-huh.
They have a pretty good one here, do they?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Oh.
Well,
I haven't either.
You're about to see it.
I might just ride out there with you.
Go away?
Over there?
No.
Which monkey is it?
Benjamin, I would like to know what you're doing here.
Here, in Berkeley?
Yes.
Stalking you?
I have this very pleasant room on Carter Street. I've been getting to some classes.
But you're not enrolled.
No, I just sit in. They don't seem to mind.
Learning is learning. Oh.
Late? I'm sorry. We thought you said by the monkey house.
This is Benjamin Braddock, Carl Smith. Benjamin rode here with me on the bus.
Glad to meet you, Ben.
Great meeting you.
Or ran down the bus, you know.
Well seeing you.
And there she goes again.
Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
I already told you no.
Parsley, sage,
Oh man, a sign that says do not tease by a monkey cage. That's just a dare to tease the monkeys. You know, you go to the zoo to look at the monkeys and you think, look at the funny monkeys. The monkeys are looking at Ben and saying, you know, look at the funny human.
I want to know why you're here in Berkeley.
Because I am.
Is it because I'm here?
What do you think?
I think it is.
Yes?
How could you possibly rape my mother?
Rape?
I don't understand. I
Did
don't
you say
understand.
rape?
That's not how it happened.
She said that she was having a drink at the hotel with a friend and that you waited for her in the parking lot.
That is not how it happened. So that's why she's upset.
What happened was that there was this party at my parents'. I drove your mother home.
I don't
And we
want to
went
hear
upstairs
this.
to
You don't want to hear what the actual truth is?
clothes off, and suddenly there she was without any clothes on. I mean, really naked.
Wow.
Oh, hello, Mr. McClure.
Who screamed?
It's all right, Mr.
Me?
Screaming is not all right. Not in my house, it isn't.
She's all right.
She's not dead, I promise.
But it's okay now.
Shall I get the cops?
What?
I'll get the cops.
Hey, wait a minute.
Is there a body in there?
All right, boys. You can all go back to your rooms now. Go ahead. You won't have any more of this agitation.
Show's over.
I want you out of here.
What do you mean?
You heard me. Out of here.
What for?
Because I don't like you.
Why'd you let him in here then? Well, there goes the shave. So are you going to listen to the real story, or
When you came up here, what did you think was going to happen between us?
maybe at the very least an explanation?
Can I just sit here while you're packing?
Well, she wants to stay now. Be a good time to tell the real story. Hopefully less screaming.
I don't want you to go anywhere. Until you have a definite plan.
Maybe not quite reconciled yet, but doesn't want him to die at least.
What's happening?
Benjamin?
What?
Hello. How'd you get in?
Will you kiss me?
Okay. Maybe they are back together.
Will you marry me?
Oh.
What?
I don't know.
Still got that other guy.
I might.
You might, okay. So you're telling me there's a chance?
See how we can.
We just can't.
Not the most romantic proposal I've ever seen, but I guess it works.
We could go down and get our blood test tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Or this afternoon. It's a good day for it.
Benjamin, I haven't even said I'll marry you yet.
It is happening kind of fast, eh?
Why wouldn't it?
Oh. You waited outside the whole time?
Why don't you just drag me off if you want to marry me so much?
Why don't I just drag you off? All right, I will. Right after we get the blood tests.
I have to see Carl first.
Carl who?
You remember Carl, don't you? Kinda has to break it off with him.
Medical student. We've known him for years.
Who, that guy at the zoo?
Yes.
Why do you have to see him?
Well, I said I might marry him.
I saw him for 5 seconds and I remembered his name.
What did he say? I'm curious.
He said he thought we'd make a pretty good team.
Oh, no, he's...
Well, that proposal's even less romantic. At least Ben popped the question.
Are we getting married tomorrow?
No.
The day after tomorrow?
I don't know. Maybe we are, maybe we're not.
Let these things play out, man. Oh, yeah. This is the song I expected to hear. Oh. Buying the ring. Oh! What are you doing here?
Mr. Robinson.
Do you have a special grudge against me? Do you feel a particularly strong resentment?
So he knows about the affair.
Something I've said that's caused this contempt, or is it just things I stand for that you despise?
It was nothing to do with you, sir.
Ask your wife.
I think we're two civilized human beings. Do you think it's necessary to threaten each other?
I'm not threatening you.
Do you want to unclench your fist, please?
I mean, you did break into my house, so...
I'm trying to tell you I do not resent you.
You don't respect me terribly much either, do you?
No, sir.
What?
No, sir.
Don't shout at me, Ben.
Who's shouting?
I do think you should know the consequences of what you've done. I do think you should know that my wife and I are getting a divorce soon.
No shit.
What happened between Mrs. Robinson and me was nothing. It didn't mean anything. We might just as well have been shaking hands.
Well, it was a little more than shaking hands.
I don't know whether I can prosecute, but I think I can. I think
Probably not.
Behind bars if you ever look at my daughter again.
What crime has he committed?
As far as Elaine is concerned, you're to get her out of your filthy mind right now. Is that perfectly clear to you?
They're both adults. You can't do that.
I think you are filth. I think you are scum. You are a degenerate.
But the woman who cheated on you is nothing, right?
I'll call the police now.
Could I make one phone call first?
Get
Yeah.
out of here!
Oh, just gonna leave all this stuff there?
Elaine Robinson has left school. Her roommate's coming down with a note for you.
Okay.
Dear Benjamin, please forgive me, because I know what I'm doing is the best thing for you. My father is so upset, you've got to understand. I love you, but it would never work out.
Just run away and get away from those toxic parents. More so the toxic mother, but yeah. There's a lot of breaking into places in this movie.
Where is she?
Hello, get me the police, please.
Where is Elaine?
I'll be with you in a moment, Benjamin. Do you have a patrol car in the vicinity of 1200 Glenview Road?
Yeah, just calling the cops on you.
Here.
Burglar?
Just a second, I'll ask him. Are you armed?
What do you think?
What have you done to her?
I think we have everything quite under control now, Benjamin. Would you like a quick drink before you go?
You can do.
Maybe don't take a drink from her right now. Might be something in it.
Stand up tall, Mrs. Robinson. God in heaven smiles on those who pray.
But not those who gaslight and, you know, falsely accuse of rape. Just saying.
Do any of you fellas know where Carl Smith is?
Took off in the middle of the night to get married.
Yeah, probably one step ahead of the shotgun.
Do you happen to know where he's getting married? I'm supposed to be there.
Why don't you ask Carter?
Would you happen to know where I might find him?
Hey, Carter!
Oh. What have I gotten myself into? The Makeout King?
You don't happen to know exactly where the old Makeout King is getting married, do you?
I don't know if someone called the Makeout King is a real stable option either.
Are you going to the wedding?
Yeah.
Hey, tell him to save a piece for me.
Ooh.
The wedding cake.
Oh. The cake, that's what he meant. It kind of looks like it's covering his eyes. Might want to move that.
Can I use your phone? Yeah.
You owe me a new phone book.
I have to know where he is.
Well, you see, the doctor is at his son's wedding, but I'm sure it's over by now. He should be...
Oh, it better not be.
Listen to me. I'm Dr. Smith's brother, Reverend Smith, and I'm supposed to perform the ceremony.
Oh, smooth.
I'm not sure, but you might try the First Presbyterian. That's on Allen Street.
Thank you.
Hopefully it's the right one.
Alan,
It's 1967. There's no GPS.
you need any gas, Father?
Oh, I hope not. Oh, the music's slowing down. I hope that doesn't mean... Yep, probably should have got gas. Well, gotta get your steps in. Cool. We there? Alright. No. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Okay, got in that way. Yep.
Oh, Jesus, God. No.
It's too late. Mrs. Bouvier!
Take care of him. He's too late.
Wait. The Robinsons seem pretty friendly to each other. You know, for a couple that was about to break up because of her infidelity. Oh. It's a wedding, not a funeral. Okay, maybe it's your funeral. Give me the bat. Or the cross, or whatever. So, they did get married, right? So, yeah, this will be interesting. They're gonna have to do some paperwork to follow through on this. Everyone's staring and they don't care.
Within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walk alone.
It'd be fun if they could have a just married sign on the back of the bus, but, you know, probably not time for that. Okay, y'all. That was The Graduate. Yeah. And that was the whole credits, by the way. There was, nothing scrolling or anything. Let's talk about this. Alright, thank you guys for watching my reaction to The Graduate. A very interesting movie. You know, saw some of the iconic stuff, like the "You're Trying to Seduce Me" scene, the wedding scene at the end. A lot of stuff I've seen, you know, parodied over the years that came from this movie. Dustin did a great job. Anne Bancroft, you know, played the toxic mother really well. I really enjoyed Elaine's character, too. Like all the conflict she was going through. Like, she initially believed her mother when she said that Ben raped her. And then when Ben kind of tried to give his side, she kind of started believing him too. There were doubts about, you know, how she was breaking it off with Carl, and then when she got the pushback from her dad kind of thing, you know, her dad was kind of wanted to charge him with a crime, although there was no crime. It's like all of it was started by Mrs. Robinson, right? You know, he was just kind of an innocent victim who kind of got pressured into following through, but their relationship with Elaine was real, and he was kind of pressured at first to date Elaine by his parents. I guess that's why he took her to the, you know, booby show, for lack of a better term, and because he didn't really want to be there, but once Elaine got upset and, you know, he decided to take her on a real date, that's when the romance blossomed, and she finds out that he had the affair with his mother and breaks it off, and later finds out wrongly from her mother about the rape thing. So there's a lot of back and forth in that relationship. You know, she finds this Carl guy, goes to marry him. You know, once she sees that Ben is there, she knows what she really wants. There's a lot of times in this movie they let the music do the storytelling, like Simon and Garfunkel, by the way. A lot of great songs, a lot of great storytelling devices, I guess, where they just have nothing happening really, and they just show him driving or swimming or whatever the heck he's doing, and just kind of let the song narrate the scene. There's a lot left to the imagination too. Like obviously at the end, I imagine the wedding has gone through. They don't really say that the wedding has gone through, but they show them kissing, so it probably has. If Ben and Elaine are going to be together, there's going to have to be a divorce or something like that, or maybe they just live together. I don't know, without getting married. I don't know. And what's going to go on with Elaine and her parents too? Like obviously they were very against Elaine being with Ben, so something's going to have to give there, I guess. But again, they leave that up to the imagination and just end the movie and on that little happy note there. And yeah, that's The Graduate, folks. You know, a very interesting movie, a very simple movie in some ways, a very complex movie in other ways. And you know, I can see why this movie was popular. I can see why it was heavily nominated at the Oscars. I did enjoy it, and yeah, I'm gonna tell people to watch this movie now because you know, if you haven't seen it, it's one of those movies that you should probably see before you die. And you know, I'm glad I finally have. So yeah, thank you for joining me on the journey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out my sports vlogging channel, Jordan's Vlogs. And until next time, this is Jordan saying you can be productive sitting at home on your couch. All you need is a TV, a great catalog, and a vision. This has been Jordan's Vision. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.